We are back with more RBY Invitational 5. Best tournament on the planet. Today, we have an absolute banger between Peasounay and SoulWind. Not only is obviously SoulWind one of the best Smogon players of all time, and Peasounay on top. I think I'm just going to say Peas, because I'm not sure how to pronounce. On like the debatably RBY Mount Rushmore, but Peas is SoulWind's like RBY tutor. 5 summers ago, when SoulWind won RBY Cup, he shouted out Peas for doing a lot to help him out. And so now they face each other with elimination on the line in RBY Invitational, which is just like fantastic content. I love it so much. Game one just started. From here, yeah, Chansey gets crit, parrot, and then crit. So brutal beginning after getting that sleep. And Solon is gonna do what Solon does. He's gonna use his Taurus to try to break through Snorlax. It's something I've definitely noticed. Is Solon just does not use his own Lax against opposing Lax. I feel like he does a lot of this, which I mean we've seen definitely work. And so I got nothing negative to say. Just pointing it out. Here though, he's really gonna need some crits on this Lax, or it's not looking good. Uh, Still nothing. That's now what? 1, 2, 3, 5 body slams, no crits here. No. And yeah, just gonna and a crit there from Lax, which is pretty funny. That's now two Lax crits, 0 Taurus crits. Just gonna go for the hype beam, not gonna get it. And gonna go to Alakazam. So at this point, I feel like there's just no way someone has Lax. The way he played it, going to Chansey and then Tauros, and just like I feel like maybe after that first para on Chansey, you go to your Lax, and just like basically sacrificing his Tauros for Lax. I mean, you got it down to 40%. Congrats, not great. Peas has, it seems, Zamagmai. Solon is going to get lucky with the first turn wake on Alakazam. See if he can potentially dodge Executor. I was how to go to Jinx on Boom, but Executor Paras, but now Jinx is going to be able to click Blizzard again, or Ice Beam, as we know he uses. Does he get a freeze? He does not. Let's see, he goes for it again. Does he get the freeze this time? No. So this is looking like Psybolt, or no, Blizzard, Blizz Bolt back Starmie, which is not something you see too often. Just because it does not pressure Zam or like Lax, or even like it just does no damage basically. But it's gonna end up killing the Jinx here and not get frozen. So here, actually now here comes Lax, which I feel like is just very surprising the way someone played against this Lax, or Pea's Lax. Sorry, I'm a bit surprised he has Lax. I assume maybe his last, or I guess we'll see. There's a third Lax crit, in however many games, and like third Lax crit in 28 turns, which is pretty crazy. Let's see if this Lax can break through the Starmie. It is going to get paralyzed there. I feel like so many times when you see this, and I know Narwhal has been saying the same thing, like Lax, just like 1v1 Starmie so many times in the situation, and so does Taurus. Like Starmie just so, just gets hacks all the time. Although we'll see here with presumably Blizzard Thunderbolt, it's just like not going to be able to do any damage to Snorlax. So I feel like I like these odds for Solon more than I would if this is like Surf or Psychic, let's say. Nothing is just going to get fully paralyzed. There, Starmie gets paralyzed. Lax is going to slam again. Let's see. Ace gets paralyzed again as Lax kills Starmie. So there we go. It happens. This Lax is at 40%. Let's see. Can Solon knock it up taps? The Hyper Beam is just going to reflect. As Peas also goes for the reflect. I wonder if we see Alakazam here. Peas does rest, but does not get Lax in, as he's just going to rest as well. So we're going to skip through since I'm a bit behind. Oh, Peas does reveal Ice Beam. So now Solon at big risk of getting frozen. Is going to be go to Starmie, yep. So does Jinx My Zam versus Zam Egg My. Gonna Surf. Do we get a parry here on Buddy Slam? That would be huge. We do not. I'm going to go to your Executor, yep. Slowly getting chipped down. I mean, this will get a big boom off. Gonna Surf again. Gets slept. Or gets paralyzed. Solon, if he gets it here, he can escape sleep. And he does! Executor paralyzes again. So we're now fully caught up. Solon has dodged sleep with the early Zam Wake. Getting a bit lucky against Executor here. So he is really back in this game, surprisingly enough. I feel like how he went against the opposing Snorlax in the beginning, like losing basically his Chansey and his Tauros, was obviously less than ideal. But he's really pulled it back here. I feel like those plays against Executor really coming in clutch. Is going to get a paralysis there. which is of course crucial. And a crit now. His last, so we think is Chansey, but honestly, the way this is going, I think probably not Chansey, right? I feel like you'd seen Chansey by now, especially again with like Zamai back. So I guess this is not Chansey, but perhaps like Zapdos. We'll see. Zapdos would go nuts. I would say, oh man, and we're gonna see another star. Yep, another Starmie get 1v1 by a normal type. So we're seeing it all this game. Just hilarious. I mean, like, come on. So now what can Solon do? Oh, it is Rhydon, so not Zapdos. So no wonder you obviously really wanted that Starmie down. It is going to get the first turn para, which is huge. Yeah, Solon's Lax looks pretty, and it is Earthquake, as we've suspected. Could go in here, for sure. Combined with Alakazam. I think Solon can definitely win this, unless it gets crit right there, which it does not. Let's see. I assume you got to go to your Lax. Yeah, I mean, you win this tie would be massive. Oh, Peas gonna win it. I was about to say no crit. Do we go to Zam here? As we just rest. I feel like if like someone obviously wants to get his Zam in, and then if he can get a bit lucky with some crits, not getting. See, yeah, now you gotta eat these ice beams. I feel like you really had to go to your Zam on that turn. I really gotta get Zam in ASAP because you were just begging to get frozen right here. Gets the crit. Hopefully this is not a rest for someone. It is not, and not a freeze. Here you definitely gotta go Zam. Someone goes Zam, does Peace, click Slam. He does not. He rests. So here we go. Um, let's see. What's the roll for Zam? Yeah, it's only 30% chance 3 KO. So you really want to crit high rolls, special drop. If you go to Zam, you want it to not wake up, obviously. So let's see. Yeah, so someone didn't get a Zam into a bit later, but does not get frozen, which is obviously good. Have to remove them from the playing chat. So now, what does PC do? Does he stay in? Does he go to his own Zam? I feel like maybe this is where you use your own Zam, right? And you just really hope you wake up. Because what else is Sleeping Zam doing, really? I guess like you can come up later on Lax, and get like your own Lax in for free, so it doesn't have to like burn a turn or whatever, which could be helpful. But maybe its most value is just right now. Like you get your Lax, or you get your Zam. You hope you wake, because if you do wake up, like that's huge. Like that turns the game right back. It is gonna go to the Zam on Psychic. No special drop. And here we go. Will this Zam wake up? Solon was surely just gonna start tossing and hope. So if this doesn't wake, do you go back to your Do you go to your Taurus? You probably don't go to your Taurus, right? I feel like that'd probably be a bit silly. Yeah, you don't even care with Hyper Beam most of the time. Do you go to just Solon go back to his Lax here? No, I feel like this makes sense. Yeah, and you get it, and yeah, Peace just goes Tauros. So I guess actually this like if you can take down the Zam here, let's see, does get the drop. Body slams, no crit, no para either. So I think, yeah, that's Solon's going to take this one. Very likely. I mean, I guess it's still not. 34 is a lot of big rolls. So let's see. Going to sleep. 33, that's a pretty decent roll. Let's see what it does here. Do you para? You just Psychic, and he gets it. Solon takes game one. And a very exciting one, I will say. I mean, this is best tournament on the planet, of course. And, like, they're playing for Illumination, too. Makes it so much better. Master versus Apprentice. Loser of this will finish top 16. Winner, we'll move on to round 5 losers. I will guarantee a top 12 finish. For historical, none of these players played last year. Funny enough, if we take a look at the record sheet, Peas played in the first 2 editions, top 12, top 24, sat out twice before returning this year. SoulWind has only played 2 years ago, my first year hosting, so they've never played in the same invitational until now, and went just top 24. So far, SoulWind, this don't worry about this order. Lost Albie, but it's beaten Nails in any gaming, while Peas beat LaRue, lost Amaranth, and then beat King Bilu. Did he do that? No, he beat Narwhal. I'm pretty sure this is wrong. Yeah, yeah. He did not beat King Bilu. He beat Sadistic Narwhal. LOL. Let me fix that. Damn. Live correction on stream. Yeah, there we go. Because Narwhal, yeah, lost to Peas. There we go. We have game 2. Zamir. Snorlax and Spice says Snorlax and Zam heard all the shit being talked in the invitational lobby today, which is true. There's a big discussion today about how like Bag Zam just not it, which is prompted by the fact that Felix has played like 24 invitational games and has never used them. And of course, Felix is probably the best RBY on the planet right now. I mean, 8-0 in invitational is just absurd. But Bag Zam there. Did even I don't even think SoulWind. Yeah, someone brought back Zam did really well, and my sandwich people are hating in particular. So they heard the hates, they delivered. Pisa's gonna win the Zam war and get a big slime on a Chansey. Gonna open up his executor here. Do we see a normal move or psychic into just gonna sleep? Is this in Hyper Beam range? It is. Oh, it's not in Hyper Beam range, but he gets parried. Oh man, here. What does someone do? He gets Thunder Wave off. Man, what is the Hyper Beam roll? 52 to 60. I feel like that should have. Yeah, that was a really low roll for Executor. So man, that sucks. I feel like maybe do you even scout for that? It's tough, but it's just gonna Hyper Beam and get this turn. So it ends up working out. You just need paralysis in exchange, and now do we like gonna be able to sleep something else? I was gonna say, do we just see a boom? Someone does boom to provide the sleep, and I assume Taurus comes in here to finish off this Executor. I hate how, like, show me Tauros, bro. I don't even know if, like, 30% is guaranteed from Tauros, so maybe you have Type Beam or whatever. Maybe just go for it. I don't know. It's just gonna be Tauros. What's the roll, guys? Or Blizzard. Blizzard one-hit kills, yeah. So you probably just click Blizzard here. SPs goes Lex. Or maybe he just buddied something anyway, expecting Lex. I feel like maybe Peas. I don't know. This probably still has value, right? You spread paralysis and you click boom. Yeah, just gonna go to your Lex. He's gonna miss Body Slap. And now someone is gonna use his Taurus to break through Lex, as he does every game. There we go. He gets his crit. Sorry, I'm looking at the Phillies just traded Sir Anthony Dominguez. Means a lot to me in my heart. So I'm sad on a personal level, but happy with the trade overall. Definitely a win. While they think here, what's the body slam roll? I mean, that miss really was LOL now. Yeah, do we Hyper Beam? Do we slam? I guess what do you eat this with? Chansey? Maybe? I feel like just going Chansey super risky though. So I feel like Peas probably just stays. I feel like if I'm someone, I click Hyper Beam. Also, if I'm Peas, I probably just stand. I mean, unless maybe you have Starmie, but even like Starmie, if you get paralyzed, it's just brutal. So I don't know. I feel like I'd probably stay, but I don't know. Maybe yeah. I feel like if you switch to Chansey or Starmie, like obviously if you catch the Hyper Beam, that's good. But like if you don't, especially if you go to Starmie, you get paralyzed. Like it's really bad. It's like and Taurus just potentially runs away with it. So they both stay in. So Peace gets that right. Snorlax will certainly get in here. Or maybe I guess there's nothing really to sack, right? Do you really want to keep your 4% Lex? Probably not. They also traded away Christian Pache. But nobody cares about that guy. Unfortunately, he can just not hit the baseball. I'm sure he's a great guy. Not great at the baseball. We are going to see P sack his executor here, so he is going to keep the 4% lax. Um, so we'll see if that ends up being the right call. Taurus does come in. Um, just going to go to the Starmie. So zamming by on body slam. Does not get paralyzed, which is huge. I mean, this Starmie is looking really dangerous, especially that egg down. He's going to reveal his own Starmie Ice. On recover, so not Thunderwave, as I was going to say. Which I think makes sense here. Yeah, after paralyzed, SoulWind. Let's see, does he double to anything? They move so quickly for me to talk, and it really annoys me sometimes. But this does reveal Seismic Toss, so this is going to match up well against him. Is going to go to the Lex on recover. Do we see Chansey here, I presume? It's going to stay in on body slam and get paralyzed. So it doesn't get it off. So I think this is not Chansey again, if I had to guess. Because I feel like, yeah, it is just Rhydon. So Peasounay's the same team. Rhydon is just going to get paralyzed. It does, which is huge. Especially since this Chansey is Seismic Toss and paralyzed. You're going to paralyze again on Reflect. If this is Earthquake, yeah, SoulWind is cooking now. Looking like a repeat of Game 1. I mean, honestly, SoulWind has done a really excellent job over these last sets that I've watched, especially streamed. Of he eliminates the opposing lax with his Tauros, and then sets up his lax for success, which has been really impressive here. I mean, especially here, crit. I mean, if he's able to 1v1 this Starmie, I mean, that would be absurd. Um, but his lax just goes in. Like, when the other lax goes down, it's just crazy. Um, so props to SoulWind for sure. Do we get a para? No. Just going to keep trying. I mean, this would be super, super high value para. He does get it. Huge for SoulWind. And we're just going to keep going. We're gonna see if this Lax does it. Oh, it gets another crit! Oh my god, fix the crit rate, guys. Nobody's getting paralyzed at all. This is just like absurd. Absurd. How many like non-full paras has this been in a row? Just like look at the right side of the screen. Like everybody is moving every single turn. Finally! Finally, we para. And this is Blizzbolt again. So the same team, and we're gonna see like that does nothing. It does 24. And of course, like you can miss as well. And like this Lax is just gonna 1v1 the Starmie, honestly, at this point. Like if this was Surf, well, okay, I mean like we crit there, but like if this was Surf or Psychic, it'd be way different. But it's just not. I guess here you can go for the crit. No, just gonna get a chance anything makes sense. Especially since Rhydon is paralyzed. So it's not like it can't like super come in like it normally would on S toss. Yeah, now Chansey's gonna spam pressure this. I mean, it pressures the Mine, it pressures the Zam, Lax dies. Rhydon already 55 and paralyzed. So SoulWind's normals looking really, just SoulWind in general looking really scary at this point. Let's see, like how does it's gonna do Alex Zam on toss. This could be dangerous if it does not paralyze. And now we're just gonna see do this. I mean, like on one hand, how does Peas like take down this Chansey? But on the other hand, how does like you can't like you're not gonna have S tosses forever. I mean, you still have 22. Gets the Taurus in. My point is, and the paralysis. Like, okay, like Peas can't really break through this chance. But on the other hand, like you can just spam recover forever, basically. Bud does get paralyzed 3 times in a row. And now this Taurus is back in, and like you got to sack. I guess you don't sack, but like if you go to your like if you switch in your Taurus, like I can't say this word volatile. I can't say that word, but like Tauros, or maybe that's not even the right word. But like Tauros can just swing things so easily. As I'm sure you all know. Like even if like you're at 5%, even if like the opposing Tauros is at 100%, even if it comes in, like if you crit, like nah, it's not heavy range. Like you crit and win the tie, like you just KO the Tauros, which is just fucking nuts. Of course in Blizzard range. We're gonna see. Does Peas want to go to his Taurus or my on the suspected Blizzard? I mean, this Rhydon kind of sucks. So maybe I go for the Slam if I'm SoulWind. But I don't know, like, I feel like you probably just Blizzard. No reason to risk. I think is gonna be Starmie. It's just gonna Earthquake. So as a mid ground, I suppose, is gonna crit. So now this is in Hyper Rage. This dies. This dies. Obviously, this dies. Rhydon does not die. We'll see. What does someone click now? Um, Not in Thunderbolt range. I mean, if we're trying to clean up with, I assume this is Surf Bolt. Maybe you body slam again. Yeah, if you die, you bring in your Starmie, or I guess you can just bring in your Lax. I think yeah, you bring in your Starmie. You collect a kill here. I mean, yeah, Peas has 5 mons, compared to Solon's 3, but I think Solon still has this one. Yeah, you just sacked it right on. Um, these, like, yeah, like, this dies, this dies, this dies, this dies. Like, it's just Taurus. Um, and, like, you're gonna have to get lucky here. This is gonna land the immediate Thunder Wave. Body Slam. Does get the para, which is huge. And it's gonna full para. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, like Taurus, like it doesn't matter. Like Taurus is inevitable. Like it's the bull. Like it doesn't matter what spot it is. Like it's just gonna turn games on its head. Like it's never ever when this is Taurus. It's just absurd. It's gonna get Zaman, so that's huge. This is gonna come back from the dead, most certainly. I was gonna say let you just get crit, but you do get crit. Does get paralyzed. Oh, gets paralyzed. Oh, do we bring the lax? Recover. Surf. Alright, has to recover again. Do we bring in the lax? Does get the recover off. Do we crit to get it back in range? We do crit, so now here we go again. Does we get the paralyze? And Starmie KOs it. And now I assume we go back to the Tauros. So now here, I mean, I guess Peas could go to his lax, which he saved for maybe this exact moment. Yeah, he's gonna go to the lax. Um, is he gonna go to rest up? All right, here we go. And it's gonna pair. I mean, here you're gonna see the difference. Like if this surf crits, like yeah, this is 57. Like this is just like way more devastating than Blizzard. Is gonna paralyze. Will be faster. Like this is now super favored for SoulWind, I'd say. Like this lax has got to do a bunch of stuff. Not gonna get crits. We'll rest up again. All right, it's gonna para. It's gonna para again. All right, it's gonna crit. Jeez, but like still. Oh man, Snorlax has done it. Snorlax has done it. So we are seeing just man these normal types inevitable, and now we're gonna be at a bit of a stalemate. I feel like because this is gonna reflect soon, and then yeah. Oh, we're gonna see counter. Oh, we get the counter off. SoulWind gets the counter off, and now turn the game around once more. Huge. I'm gonna reflect up on body slam, and he just gets crit immediately. LOL. We are going to game 3. Very entertaining. Just like super back and forth these games. I love it so much. It's just incredible. Just incredible. I mean, it's RBY Invitational. Best tournament on the planet. What can I say? And we going on to a winner-take-all game 3. I love game 3. I'm always rooting for game 3. I will not lie. So we'll see. take a look how the rest of the tournament's going so far. In round four. This is the second round four match. The only other one was McMegan beat XCal. McMegan now 3-0 in the losers bracket. He's got a pretty absurd record there. So does friend of Mr. Golem, of course. Like, let's look at this. Like, oh, he wins, he loses. Yeah, friend of Mr. Golem. Win, lose. So in the losers bracket, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 1 there. And LOL, he does it again. Or he did it even better. He wins, loses, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, so at 8 plus 5, 13 and 2 in the losers bracket. Like, come on. It's friend Mr. Golem. Absurd. I wish he played. Someone's last invitational. I guess we'll start with Peas. Lost to Beds, win versus Hatsuki. Win versus Jettison, wins versus Hitmonlee, loses to Nails. In Invitational 2, you never guess who he loses to. He gets eliminated by again. Funnily enough, I can't find him. Wins Alice, loses to Mako, loses versus Nails again. Invitational 3, with someone. Loses to the GOAT, friend Mr. Golem, beats C-Town, loses to Mako. So both have lost to Mako. Right here. Game 3, we have a Gengar this time. I hope Gengar stays in and just dies. To critic. That would make me happy. I hate Gengar. It's just like, it feels so bad. I won't lie. It's just gonna go to the Jinx. On Surf. So we have Gar Jinx. Is gonna get to sleep. So normally what you want to see is Gengar fights Jinx, blows up, then goes to Jinx and you get sleep and you play up, you get some freeze chances, etc. But like when you face a Psychic type, not what you want to do. SoulWind is Surf, which helped him a lot there. I mean, had pretty like decent odds to just reverse Jinx, but doesn't get it. So we see Surf. Probably like that means Surf Bolt. That means he's got another sleeper. Sleep Sack in the back. Executor. It would have been really funny if it went to Egg and then you just like double Jinx and you're like shit. So my Dawn, very likely. Not sure I've ever seen like we see SoulWind use a lot of like Jinx. I feel like Jinx by Dawn especially. Not gonna wake. So we'll see what he has here. Just gonna go to the Chansey. And now with Peace, like he's able to spread paralysis immediately, which is great. SoulWind still needs to somehow get sleep. We'll see what he ends up sleeping. He's gonna S-Toss KO the Jinx, which is huge. Very good move by SoulWind there. Now Gengar or Slax comes in. Let's see if this is Sing. I mean, like this is gonna build in different ways. Like if this is Sing, like that's huge. Or counter is Sing and hits Sing. Man, that's huge for SoulWind and is gonna heal. And is gonna get like his egg in here. Oh, it's Tauros, obviously. He's gonna get his Tauros in, and now he's gonna start clicking Slam. Earthquake. Oh, and he wakes up. So all that for nothing. LOL. But like it's SoulWind, so we're gonna stay in. I mean that Earthquake chip now I was gonna say is that it's just gonna blow up. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Like this booms. It's very like Gar Jinx with whatever, a very fast-paced, offensive, threatening team. Like I wonder, like there's no chance he. So I wonder if it's like Zapdos, Tauros Zapdos, or even like Tauros Sam. Definitely no Chansey. So we'll see. Is gonna be the Tauros? Yep. So the difference for the other games, like usually after SoulWind like trades his Tauros for Lax, he still has his Tauros, but here he does not. Interesting there. Peas goes for the Slam and is gonna eat Center Wave in return for only 63%, or only like not a really good trade, and someone hits the Gar. with Earthquake on the Switch. And like, yeah, see, like that's my problem with Gengar. Like you did 23% the game. Like relax, you just die immediately. It's so bad. Oh my god. Um, it's just like embarrassing. Back to Tauros on Chansey, gets it right. Um, Hyper Beam. I wouldn't be surprised if we just sack Starmie, but it is Gengar on Paralysis. So this is Thunderbolt. That's looking good. It is gonna go to the Zapdos on Earthquake. Look at that pivoting. So we see Gar-Egg Zap, or yeah, Gar my Zap, which isn't too uncommon, but with like by lead, it definitely certainly is. This is gonna get a Paralysis. Again, some good pivoting there from SoulWind. I assume we see Zapdos. Oh, maybe not. Very interesting to see what his last is. I mean, still looks monstrously favored for SoulWind at this point, right? I mean, this chance he sits here forever, sings the other thing. So I'm interested to see what Peace's last is. I don't know. Maybe it is his own. I don't know, but we're see Gengar get in. It is Egg. Oh, so that makes sense. Yeah, you just blow up, and now you finish with Zapdos. So SoulWind is going to take this one. As an underdog, I believe, yeah. Two predicts for SoulWind versus 16 for Peas. And SoulWind is going to move on. Almost certainly. Which is very exciting. You love when you see like players like SoulWind, Peasounay, or not SoulWind ABR, like come to RBY and put on a show. Always very exciting. So congratulations to SoulWind for the win. And we'll see you all next time.